Hi, I'm Monica Haynes, and I'm finally doing my social media module 4 um, presentation on community. And I like this graphic, so I chose this as my opening um, slide. But as we move on, my actual community is the Pittsburgh Professional Women group on LinkedIn. And I chose this group because I don't really do uh, hobby groups or things that don't involve my work or writing or being a professional woman per se. So that's why I selected this as my community, um, because it really is something that I am a part of, kind of on the periphery, but I frequently go in and see what's going on with this group. And as you can see, it has a membership of 3,025 people, so it's a fairly large group. Um, and I think that my interest in this particular group, and I think it's why everyone's interested, because if you look at the hierarchy of social community needs, it meets um, most, if not all, of those needs. And so I think if you take about communication, connecting with other professional um, women, um, and it provides a way to also express what's going on in terms of our individual lives, goals, professional goals, things like that. There's also support there um, for the various members, and so I think that is what makes me interested, and also what makes other women interested in the group. And as you can see, value to the members is kind of in the same vein of what I just said. You know, we can connect, we can share, we can get information. I said women, but it actually is open to men as well. But I think the majority of the members are women, because it's the Pittsburgh Professional Women's Group. Um, And you can see here some of the content, some of the things that are part of the group that get shared. Useful things like how to remain productive while working at home, and articles like this. And then there's another one that I have, self-perception, and this was an article about women getting a makeover and getting the whole Photoshop treatment, getting professional makeup done, and then not really liking the results because it was so different than what they look like. And this really resonated with me, this particular article, because I'm always thinking that my photographs, I don't photograph well. I need professional makeup. I need photoshopping and all that good stuff. But it would be interesting to see how I would fare in this, and whether I would agree with these women who didn't really like the outcome of their makeovers because they look so different. Um, I put this into my presentation uh, because I felt that um, it was in keeping with what we're talking about in this community, um, and in any community, I guess, really, because I kind of agree with this, and I could see myself in this in terms of when you are part of a community, and um, people recognize you, they respond to you. Um, it does build your self-esteem, and you feel that you have the respect of others as a professional woman, for this particular group anyway, professional women. And self-actualization. I'm a creative person, and a lot of the women on here are creative, in different ways. Um, they're all professional. They all have different kinds of businesses, and even though I don't contribute a lot in terms of the the discourse. I feel like I get something out of it, and that um, even when I do respond, I feel like it's still, kind of a creative outlet for me, because I'm a writer. So um, now this person, Beth Caldwell, he is the creator of the group. She started the group. She has an organization called Pittsburgh Professional Women, and in terms of her background, of course, she's a businesswoman. She's a marketing expert. She's an author. She's also a mother. She's in her early 40s, and I just know from reading some of her background that she probably is upper middle income and lives in the suburbs. And so, like I said, she is the creator for this group. I really couldn't find people that I would define as critics. I mean, I put this person down. Her name is Rachel Strola, and you can see her background. She's a businesswoman. She is a social media expert and strategist and speaker, and she has her own business and social media strategy. Um, Female, also probably in her early 40s. I don't know exactly. Upper middle income, you know, suburbs of the Pittsburgh area. But I wouldn't say she was a critic per se. She's more like a contributor. Um, but we had to find somebody that was a critic, and I really couldn't find like people that you know were critical. More or less, I think I put her down because she is the person that keeps the conversation going, because she does um, contribute and does respond to people and things like that. So I guess that's why I put her down there. But I really don't like the term, I guess, critic, because it doesn't seem exactly accurate picture of her. But I put it down because for the assignment. Next person, same thing. Another person who's she's a style and color consultant, also is a business is consultant, does workshops and has interest in civil rights and social issues, education, poverty, things like that. Female, probably in her early 50s, and I'm just guessing from going back and looking at her uh, how far back some of her things go. Um, and then she does live in the city, but she lives in a historic section of the city of Pittsburgh. And I put her down as a critic, but also, again, she's more of a contributor, more of a person that keeps the dialogue going and the back and forth. And so I don't, again, really like the term critic, but I put her down as such. Um, So there you have it. And then I put myself down. I know we didn't have to. I don't think we had to put down. But I'm the joiner, and I'm the person that kind of just goes in and reads. So I guess I'm could be considered also a spectator, because I don't write a lot. I don't contribute a lot. I just basically go in to see what's going on and to read what other people have posted, and sometimes I'll respond, but I haven't really posted a lot of things myself. I probably will try to get better at that. Um, and you can see my demographics are there, my background, and I didn't put. I'm also a mother too, so. But I think that I just moved to Richmond from Pittsburgh, so I'm trying to establish myself here in terms of community as well. And I joined a professional um, group here in Richmond, and so I'm hoping that I can get the same things here that I get out of that I have gotten from the Pittsburgh community that I was a part of with the Pittsburgh Professional Women's Group. Um, and I'm looking forward to seeing if that's happening or if that's going to happen.